Yo, what is up guys, Subject here. Today we'll be going over for classes for the KSP SMG. This is probably the worst SMG in the game. It's a 3-round burst gun. If you're gonna grind this gun, I recommend doing it in hardcore. I did all of it in core during double XP, and I probably could have got it done in half the amount of time in hardcore. Just the fact that it's hardcore, and in core it takes 3 bursts to kill someone from medium range and 2 bursts up close pretty much, as long as you don't hit a headshot. This thing just doesn't output enough damage, but if you unlock the last barrel for it, then it becomes somewhat usable in core, but you're still gonna get outgunned. So let's get on with this video. Let me know what you want to see next. I'm currently doing the RPD right now because I think this is gonna be the meta gun in the new Cold War update when Warzone comes out. But yeah, let's get on with this video. Peace. So this is the KSP you're gonna want to rock when you're leveling it up. This will have 7 attachments on it, but I will show you what attachments to take off if you're running perk greed. So for the sight, I don't run one. I think the iron sights on this gun are good by itself, and most of the SMGs to be honest, and ARs. So for the muzzle, you want to run the muzzle brake 4.5 APC to get 4% vertical recoil control. The base one is kind of jumpy at first, especially when you're shooting multiple times at one person. The barrel 8.9 inch extended, get the 40% bullet velocity. If you have the reinforced heavy, I would recommend this. For the body, steady aim laser to get the 15% hip fire accuracy. And for the other attachment that reduces the recoil is the front grip to get the 15% horizontal recoil. Magazine, I run the fast mag. I think that it's very easy to retain your ammo and ammo count using this gun, because it's a burst gun, so you're not going to be holding down trigger or mouse when you're using it. So I like the fast mag, and I run the assault pack with it, but you can toss on any mag you want. For the handle, speed tape, 10% ADS time, and if you have this one unlocked, I would recommend that. For the stock, I run the wire stock to get the 10% sprint to fire time. So if you're running perk greed, I would recommend taking out the laser and the fast mag, keeping the wired stock for the faster sprint to fire time. This is the KSP you're going to rock if you have all the attachments unlocked and just grinding for the camos for it. So first, same one, no sight. I don't like the sight, but if you like a sight on this and you think it helps, be my guess. For the muzzle, infantry compensator, you get the 12% vertical recoil control while losing 8% horizontal recoil control, which isn't too. For the barrel, this is the game changer for this gun, is 10.5 inch task force barrel. The extra 6% damage goes a long way with this gun, as instead of taking 3 bursts from long range, it'll take 2, and it'll actually take 1 burst up close if you hit him in the chest, which isn't bad at all, but I still think this is probably the worst SMG just because it's a burst one. If this was fully automatic, I think this would probably be one of the best SMG. So for the body, I actually run the Ember sighting point. Usually I run a steady aim laser, but on this gun I just think that the Ember sighting point is better, since I do use a no stock attachment which doesn't affect recoil like it does in Modern Warfare. For the underbarrel, I run the Field Agent foregrip for the 6% vertical recoil and horizontal recoil control while losing 30% move speed, but that's whatever. Magazine, I run the fast mag, 18% reload quickness. Handle, you already know, airborne elastic wrap. It's just the best wrap in the game for every gun in the game. And for the stock, I actually run no stock because you get a faster sprint to fire time while losing only 15% hip fire accuracy, but it doesn't affect your recoil like it does in Modern Warfare. So if you have been running like Raider stock or something like that, I honestly, if I could go back and make my SMG videos, I think I would run no stock on my SMGs now that I actually tried it out for a good amount of time. I think it's worth running no stock on SMG since it does not affect the recoil and only affects 15% hip fire accuracy, which you're already making up plus more with the Ember sighting. So this is the KSP you're going to run if you're running perk grade. For the muzzle, infantry compensator. For the barrel, 10.5 inch task force barrel. For the body, no body. For the under barrel, field agent foregrip. For magazine, no magazine. For the handle, airborne elastic wrap. And for the stock, no stock still. The only difference between this and the gunfight one is your hip fire. That's why I prefer to use the gunfight version, because I hip fire a lot. So I'm on keyboard and mouse, and it's really hard to aim at people when they're like sliding into you in this game, because they slide so fast. But yeah, that's really the only major difference between these guns. Alright, so this is the KSP base. Here's without controlling recoil. The thing's a little bouncy, but decent amount of the shots landed in the middle. Controlling recoil. It's gonna be kind of hard to control recoil with this gun, mainly by the fact that it goes, when you shoot it, it goes to the side as well, and goes up and down. Long range. Long range, this thing is pretty hard to use. Bullets pretty much go everywhere. So here's the KSP you're gonna rock when you're leveling it up, controlling recoil. I mean, without controlling recoil. As you can tell, it's not as bouncy. Most of the bullets land where you're shooting. So that'd be like the chest of a player. Controlling recoil. You can tell, much easier to control. This gun is very easy to control up and down recoil, but side to side recoil, that's when it becomes a little difficult to control it. Long range. As you can tell, it's still gonna bounce everywhere, but an SMG at the end of the day. A 3-round burst at the end of the day. So this is the gunfight KSP maxed out attachments without controlling recoil. You can tell it still jumps a little bit, but same vicinity. Controlling recoil. Still jumps a bit, but this barrel does hurt the recoil a little bit, but it's still worth it for the extra damage. So here's long range. As you can tell, this thing just pops around, but it's still definitely valuable against a real player. So this is the perk breed version, virtually the exact same recoil as the other one, just because you're taking off hip fire parts instead of recoil parts. Controlling recoil. Pretty tight. At that range right there, you would one burst somebody. So here's long range. As you can tell, it's still very bouncy. The hardest is the side to side controlling it, but you'd still two burst someone from that range. The leveling up KSP is definitely feels better recoil wise, but it just doesn't do the enough damage that the extra 6% damage barrel does. So that's why you sacrifice the recoil for the damage, and it somewhat becomes a viable weapon to use in multiplayer.
Hey guys, it's Alex. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, all that. Peace.